Hey everyone, Repoze here. Welcome back to the Most Geared Rogue in Dark and Darker, episode 4. Last episode, more carnage was dished out with the Viola, with multiple teams going down and only a few swipes. Other than that, there was also an extremely unlucky rogue that happened to stumble into a room where I was set up with a Shrine of Power. I'm going to put the current gear setup on screen. Pause here if you want to see what the loadout's looking like. Even with all this insane gear though, one misstep could cost me everything. Will I conquer another high roller lobby, or will this series come to a screeching halt? Find now in this new episode of the Most Geared Rogue in Dark and Darker. So episode 4 here, game 5 of the series. We spawn in on the left side of the map. It's not going to be the ring map this time, but I don't really mind any of the maps, to be honest. Just going to clear these skeletons out as I usually do. Take that guy out, grab a bit of treasure, and already it's only been a few seconds into the match, but I get over here and I see some rogues trying to sneak up on me. So I pull the blue pot out. Chug that real quick. I'm ready for battle. And I'm being a little careful. I don't know how geared these guys are yet, so I throw a throwing knife. It goes completely wide. It wasn't even close. But I repot. Get a stab in. That guy's gotta be low already, so now I'm chasing him. So these guys are booking it. I go for a jumping stab and he barely just closes the door on me there. So I get this skeleton off my back. I was thinking about chasing him for a second, but chasing two rogues just doesn't seem like a good idea after all, so probably not going to do that. So I just finished looting there. Make sure I got everything out of this room. People wanted to see a target dummy damage test, so these are the only clips I had. Sitting for about 115 when you add up the physical and the magic damage. And that wasn't a backstab, it wasn't ambush or rupture proc, so it was just some raw damage on the dummy. So 115 is, yeah, it's pretty insane. It's enough to kill a ungeared rogue, ranger, or wizard in one headshot, which is kind of nuts. So I go through that little tunnel, I sneak over here. I'm standing still because I thought I heard something for a second there, but wasn't sure. I'm sliding over here. I look through this little hole in the door and I got a glimpse of some action going on. So I'm just letting these guys fight it out real quick. And the barbarian slams that guy with his axe. Now's my cue to run in there. And he drinks a blue pot, so I also drink one. Goes for a swing, dodge that. One poke in the chest, and he was already low, so he just gets deleted. I'll loot this guy real quick. He had a pretty nice double axe there. Go ahead and grab that. And some good pants, too. Yoink those. And I'm looking his meds there. Don't really need those right now, so just leave him this time. So I'm just looting this archer he killed, stealing all the loot that he would have got. But it's all mine now, thankfully. Grab all that. I'm gonna head over here. And in the corner, I see the rogue go invisible there. It's very suspicious. So I throw a couple of motes at him. And I think a lot of rogue players don't realize, even if you're in like the just pitch darkness or like you can't see anything, when you pop the invis, there's a little cloud of smoke that is really noticeable that lingers for a second. So if that guy went invis a second earlier, he might have got the jump on me, but as a rogue player myself, I always got my eyes peeled for those guys. So I opened the door. I was hoping he'd start like running after me here maybe if he heard I was leaving, but seems to be a little bit too scared for that. So now I'm kind of just waiting. Looks like the zone's to my southeast a little bit. I'm gonna have to get a move on pretty soon here. So I creep into here. There's some noise going on. I look down, there's a full team. I was debating whether or not I want to leap down on these guys. But usually when it's a barb and a cleric, if I can't get the one shot on the cleric, I don't really want to fight them. So if I mess up one barb axe to the head and I'm just gone. So I'm just like posturing here, seeing if they split up, make a misstep, but they know I'm there, so they're being a little safe. So I'm gonna slide through that door, flick the light off, close that one, and that room was a little too dark, so I kind of just start swinging randomly in case there's a rogue. But it didn't hit anyone. And I'm just gonna come up here. Take a couple mobs out. There's always that protection shrine on the other side I could grab. I'm keeping that in mind. There's also this peculiar dead body chilling here. Which makes me a little nervous, to be honest. I don't know what that's doing there. And I hear people under me. So I popped the invis. Don't know how many there are at this point. I'm just kind of chilling, seeing if they run up here. Meanwhile, I'm rearranging my inventory and Mr. Rogue crouches up. And he has no idea I'm here right now. So he turns the light off. He's just sneaking around. And before he knows what hit him, I'm just right in front of him. Couple stabs to the face. He's gone. Poor guy. But that is the life of a rogue. Sometimes you just get killed in 2 hits. So I'm gonna grab his stuff, rearrange my inventory a little bit more. And there's still those other people that I never ended up seeing. So I know that there's someone around me. So I just cruise up here, I start hearing the barbarian screams. I go and visit the steps again, just waiting to see if they run up here. And they're fighting mobs, so I think maybe I can get the jump here, but I just see a ranger in the room, and I decide that's not for me. And I only saw the ranger and I heard the barbarian scream, so before I push anything, I'm just trying to get a read on this, on the environment here where everyone's out. So it sounds like the mobs are dead. I hear a door open. And I thought they were gonna push me, but my invis wasn't up, so I drank an invis pot real fast. And the plan worked out flawlessly. This clueless ranger walks up, gets destroyed. The barbarian's blocking his cleric. I maybe could have got the guy if I pushed earlier, but then I see, looks like there's 2 teams there. So I don't want to push too hard. So I get my rupture up, just trying to bait these guys in, pop the invis. As Rudy's gonna randomly swing me there, so I just back up and then bait an attack out, go in. Just the cleric left, take him out. So that's one of those teams gone now, but then there's these guys. Get a stab on that guy. The zone is below me and time is actually running out here in this match. With the zone moving in, things are getting a little bit hectic. So I'm just making sure I got all my consumables active here before I go in. And jump down, bait the swing, get a poke in, bait another swing, take him out. This guy finally shoots me with his bow. They're chasing me. I slammed the door in their face. The guy tries to break it with his axe, but he forgot he doesn't have that perk equipped, unfortunately. And I come into the room and this portal's randomly just open. It's a little sus, but I mean, I'll take it. And now I'm holding the last zone, so I can just wait for them to come to me here. And the barbarian comes stomping in. He sees the portal, he thinks there's a chance, but sadly there is no chance. And that was episode 4 of the Most Geared Rogue in Dark and Darker. Thanks for watching.